Most common expressions and English idioms. 1. A blessing in disguise. Something that appears bad at first, but ends up having good results. Missing that plane turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because I got to spend more time with my family. 2. A sandwich short of a picnic. A humorous way of saying someone is stupid or is a bit mad. He brought only shorts and t-shirts when he went to Sweden in the winter. I think he might be a sandwich short of a picnic. 3. A stone's throw. Something is very close or near. Luckily the wedding is just a stone's throw from our hotel, so we can walk there. 4. Actions speak louder than words. What you do is more important than what you say. Someone's words may not be trustworthy. Person A. John keeps saying he wants to take me out for dinner, but then he never does. Person B. Actions speak louder than words. 5. Add fuel to the fire. When someone does something to make a bad situation worse. When Sarah started laughing during the argument, it really added fuel to the fire. 6. Add insult to injury. To make a bad situation worse. As if breaking my arm isn't bad enough, to add insult to injury I have to pay £1,000 in hospital fees as I didn't have travel insurance. 7. All ears. To be eagerly waiting to hear about something. Person A. I have to tell you about what happened on our trip to Spain. Person B. I'm all ears. 8. At a crossroads. To be at a point in your life when you need to make an important decision. I was at a crossroads when I was offered a job in the US, but my boyfriend wanted to stay in London. 9. Barking up the wrong tree. To be wrong or misguided about the reason for something. He thinks the company's problems can be solved just by firing the sales team, but he's barking up the wrong tree. 10. Beat about the bush. To talk about unimportant things because you're avoiding a particular topic. Stop beating about the bush. Are you planning to quit university or not? 11. Better late than never. It's better to do something late than not at all. Person A. Sorry I missed your birthday. There's the card in the post. Person B. Don't worry. Better late than never. 12. Between a rock and a hard place. To be in a difficult situation where both options are bad. Person A. If I go to the wedding, Mum will be upset, but if I don't go, then I'll be letting down the rest of the family. Person B. Sounds like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. 13. Bite off more than one can chew. To do too much or take something on that is too difficult. Person A. I'm going to start that weekend job at the museum on top of my full-time job because I really need the money. Person B. Sounds like a lot of work. Don't bite off more than you can chew. 14. Bite the bullet. To decide to do something that is difficult or unpleasant, but necessary. You're going to have to bite the bullet and tell your ex-girlfriend that you need the apartment back. 15. Blow off steam. To do something that helps you get rid of stress, energy or anger. After my meeting with the boss, I went for a run to blow off steam. 16. Bob's your uncle. To say that a set of instructions or task is simple or easy. To make the salad dressing, you just put oil, vinegar, honey and mustard into a bowl, mix them together and Bob's your uncle. 17. Bog standard. Something that is very ordinary or basic, nothing special. Despite the excellent reviews, we thought the restaurant was just bog standard. When learning idioms in English, you need to watch out for old-fashioned expressions. For example, you probably know the idiom, "It's raining cats and dogs." However, most Brits would never use this expression now. It is outdated. Instead we say, "It's bucketing it down," "It's chucking it down," or "It's picing it down." 18. Botch job. Work that has been done badly, in a clumsy, lazy way. The original builders did such a bodge job of our kitchen that we had to get it completely redone. 19. Budge up. An informal way of asking someone to move to make room for you. Could you budge up a bit so I can sit down? 20. Builder's tea. Strongly brewed English breakfast tea with milk. I'll have a builder's tea, please. 21. Bury one's head in the sand. To refuse to think about or confront serious issues or situations. Martin just buries his head in the sand when it comes to his financial problems. 22. Bust one's chops. To work very hard on something, or to harass someone. I was busting my chops all night to get that report finished. Stop busting my chops. I'll mow the lawn later. Note: in British English slang, the word chops is used to mean mouth. So the idiom above literally means punch in the mouth. 23. By the skin of one's teeth. To narrowly succeed in doing something. The traffic was terrible, so we only made the plane by the skin of our teeth. 24. Call a spade a spade. To state the truth about something even if it's unpopular or unpleasant. I know he's your brother, but let's call a spade a spade, he's pretty lazy. 25. Call it a day. To stop working on something. It's almost 9 p.m. I think we should call it a day and finish the report tomorrow. 26. Cheap as chips. When something is inexpensive or good value for money. It doesn't look it, but our new sofa was as cheap as chips. 27. Chinese whispers. Information or rumors that have been passed on by many people and are no longer reliable. John and Maggie from the office haven't actually announced they're getting a divorce. It's probably just Chinese whispers. 28. Chip on one's shoulder. To hold a grudge, be angry about something that happened in the past, or to be arrogant and think too highly of oneself. Whenever we mention his childhood, he gets really angry. He's got a chip on his shoulder about it. The new sales guy at the office has a real chip on his shoulder. He's not even that good. 29. Clam up. To become silent or stop talking. When Bill came into the room, Jenny just seemed to clam up. I think she likes him. 30. Cold feet. To get nervous or to have second thoughts about doing something. He's getting cold feet about the wedding, but I told him that was perfectly normal. 31. The cold shoulder. To deliberately ignore someone. I got the cold shoulder from Anna at the party. I guess she's still annoyed with me. 32. Cost a bomb. When something is very expensive. That Italian meal cost a bomb. We won't be going back there, unless we win the lottery. 33. Cost an arm and a leg. When something is very expensive. The new bar in town was really fancy, but my drink cost an arm and a leg. 34. Couch potato. A lazy person who doesn't do much exercise and spends a lot of time on the sofa watching television. My husband has turned into a couch potato since he lost his job. 35. Couldn't care less. To show indifference to something or a total lack of interest. I couldn't care less if Harry comes out tonight or not. I don't really like the guy. 36. Curiosity killed the cat. A warning that being inquisitive or curious can get you into trouble. Person A, where are you going at this time of night? Person B, curiosity killed the cat. 37. Cut a long story short. To get to the point, to not include unnecessary detail. To cut a long story short, she has to move back to the US until her new visa comes through. 38. Cut corners. To do something in the easiest way possible, usually not very well, in order to save time or money. We had to cut corners to get the project done within our budget and by January. 39. Cut someone some slack. To avoid being critical or judgmental of someone, even if they deserve it. Person A, Hannah's late for the second time this week. Person B, cut her some slack. The traffic's awful this morning. 40. Cut to the chase. To get directly to the point when speaking, to not give unnecessary detail. I have to leave in a minute, so can you cut to the chase? What exactly do you want me to do? 41. Dig one's heels in. To refuse to do something or change your mind, especially when people are trying to persuade you. I wanted to go on the earlier train, but Mary dug her heels in, so we had to get the later one. 42. Dog eat dog, also cutthroat. A situation that is very competitive, where people are willing to harm each other's interests to get ahead. The music industry is dog eat dog these days. I'd stay out of the legal sector. It can be a cutthroat business. 43. Don't give up the day job. Used in a humorous way to tell someone they're not very good at something. Person A, what do you think of the haircut I gave Hannah? Person B, don't give up the day job, mate. 44. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. A warning not to put all your resources or efforts into just one thing. Although you've made an offer on this house, I would still visit some others. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. 45. Don't run before you can walk. A warning not to try something difficult before you understand the basics. If you're not very good at swimming, I'd stay in the shallow end and keep close to the side. You don't want to run before you can walk. 46. Desperate times call for desperate measures. In a very challenging situation, you need to take extreme actions. She moved to Australia after she found out about her husband's affair. I suppose desperate times call for desperate measures. 47. Easy does it. To slow down or do something slowly, carefully. Easy does it. Those boxes you're holding are very fragile. 48. Eat a horse. To be extremely hungry. I am so hungry I could eat a horse. 49. The elephant in the room. An important and obvious topic that everyone knows needs to be discussed, but that isn't brought up or mentioned. David leaving the company was the elephant in the room during that meeting. No one wanted to bring it up. 50. Every cloud has a silver lining, often just every cloud. Even a bad situation may have a positive aspect to it. I might have lost my job, but at least I don't have that awful journey into work every day. Every cloud. 51. Face the music. To accept responsibility for something bad you have done. I'm meeting Hannah tonight and it's the first time I'll have seen her since our argument. I guess I'll finally have to face the music. 52. Find one's feet. To adjust or settle into a new environment or situation. I've only been at the new company for a month, so I'm still finding my feet. 53. Finger in every pie. To be involved or have influence in many things often has a negative association. Person A, Steve offered to sell me some second-hand TVs on holiday to Spain. Person B, that guy's got a finger in every pie. 54. A, fish out of water. When someone is or feels out of place in a situation. Judy was like a fish out of water at the kids' party. I don't think she likes children at all. 55. Fit as a fiddle. To be in good physical health. He's in his 90s, but he's fit as a fiddle. 56. Follow in someone's footsteps. To do the same as someone else did before you, often a family member. All the men in my family are doctors, so I'll probably follow in their footsteps and go into medicine too. 57. Freak out. To become very angry, scared or excited can be negative or positive. I freaked out when I saw the Rolling Stones perform. I'd wanted to see them my whole life. That goth at the club freaked me out a bit because he was dressed like a vampire. 58. Full of beans. Someone who is energetic, lively or enthusiastic. You're full of beans this evening. You must have had a good day at work. 59. Get off one's back. When someone won't stop criticizing, bothering or telling you what to do. I wish she would get off my back about the meeting. I know I have to send the agenda out, but I'll do it in my own time. 60. Get out of hand. To become difficult to control. The protest got out of hand and the police had to intervene when some demonstrators broke down a fence. 61. Get over something. To overcome or move on from a difficult situation. Moving out of the city for a while might help you get over Harry. This could be the breakup of a personal relationship, marriage, or the person's death. 62. Get something out of one's system. Do something you have wanted to do so that you can then move on from it. I don't drink much anymore. I got it out of my system when I was at university. 63. Get up out on the wrong side of bed. To wake up in a grumpy or bad mood for no obvious reason. You're very argumentative today. Did you get up on the wrong side of bed, or something? 64. Get one's act SHT together. To take action in order to be more effective. I haven't got any work done this morning. I really need to get my act together. 65. Give someone the benefit of the doubt. To believe or trust what someone tells you, even though it might not be true. Hannah said she missed the exam because her car broke down. I'm not sure that was the case, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt. 66. Glad to see the back of. To be happy that you no longer have to deal with someone. I was very glad to see the back of John, because he made the atmosphere in the office so uncomfortable. 67. Go back to the drawing board. Start planning something again because earlier attempts were unsuccessful. The client didn't like our original concept, so let's go back to the drawing board. 68. Go cold turkey. To suddenly and completely stop using an addictive substance. I gave up smoking by going cold turkey. It was difficult, but it was also the only thing that worked for me. 69. Go down that road. To take a particular course of action, both literally and figuratively. Let's not go down that road again. It always leads to an argument. 70. Go the extra mile. To make more effort than is expected or necessary. Frank is a great asset to our team as he always goes the extra mile. 71. The grass is always greener on the other side. To mean a person is never satisfied with their own situation, they always think others have it better. I always think the countryside looks nicer than the city, but I guess the grass is always greener. 72. Green fingers. To be good at gardening, able to make plants grow. I've heard you have green fingers. We'll have to get your advice about our garden. 73. Hang in there. To persist with something, to not give up. Hang in there. I know it's tough, but you're almost halfway through the course. 74. Have eyes in the back of one's head. To be able to see or sense what's going on all around you, when you can't physically see everything. You need eyes in the back of your head when you have two small children. 75. Head over heels in love. To be extremely in love with someone. They're head over heels in love with each other. 76. Heard it on the grapevine. To hear news about something from someone else, not directly. I heard it on the grapevine that you and Alex are splitting up. Is that true? 77. Hit the books. To start studying seriously. After dinner I'm really going to hit the books. Not much time left before my exams. 78. Hit the nail on the head. To be completely right or correct about something. I think Lucy hit the nail on the head when she said there's no such thing as an ideal school. There are pros and cons to all of them. 79. Hit the road. To leave somewhere or start a journey. It's getting late, so I'm going to hit the road. 80. Hit the sack. To go to bed in order to sleep. It's been a long day, so I'm going to hit the sack. Night night. 81. Hold your horses. Another way of saying wait a moment or don't rush. Person A, the train's at 9. Grab the bags, find your shoes and call a taxi. Person B, hold your horses. We've got plenty of time. In English, there are many ways to say wait a moment. Next time you want to express this idea, try one of the following expressions. Wait a second, hang on a tick, like of a clock, give us a moment. 82. Ignorance is bliss. Sometimes it's better not to know all the facts about something. Person A, did you know that cake you just ate was 600 calories? Person B, I didn't. Ignorance is bliss. 83. It's not rocket science. To say something isn't very complicated. You just need to fill in the form and you'll get an e-ticket. It's not rocket science. 84. Jump on the bandwagon. To join an activity, trend or opinion that has become popular.